there's levels in prison. Level 4 for like maximum prisoners, like the most violent offenders. Then you have to work your way down. But the highest will be the shoe, which is prison within the prison.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have a truly inspiring guest today and was so excited to share his story with you. He's been locked up for 20 years, facing unimaginable challenges that would break most people. But instead of letting his circumstance define him, he found the strength and the peace, unexpected sources, the teaching of Buddhism, and the power of positive mindset. His journey from hardship to spiritual awakening is nothing short of inspiring. In today's interview, he'll open about his struggles, how he turned his life around, and what it means to find true peace and purpose. No matter what you're going through or what you've been through, the conversations we're about to have are going to be very deep, spiritual, powerful, and full of insight. So without further ado, I welcome today Thoui Vonsy to the show.
How are you? Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Good. Well, thank you for joining me today. Thoui, tell me where you're from and what was like before prison.
So originally, I was born in Laos, came to America in 1982 when I was 6 months old, moved to Richmond, California. So that's where I'm from. Grew up there, went to learn English, went through the struggles of being an immigrant in America, the
Mhm.
struggles, the ups and downs, and poverty and gang life and stuff.
So I'm from Richmond. And that's how we know each other. But we actually didn't really meet each other until you came out. Just tell me what it was like in Richmond, California, because I grew up there too, and it was not the easiest and it was not the safest during that time.
Nah. Growing up in Richmond, so we've known each other, seen each other, but we didn't met till I came out of prison.
Uh-huh.
But growing up in Richmond back in the days was very rough. It was very hard. So you was forced in the gang,
Oh,
the
okay.
lifestyle. So you was mostly forced.
So you were forced in a gang, got into some trouble, and then you were put away for 20 years. Now,
Yes.
if you don't feel comfortable sharing anything, don't feel like you have to share everything, just share what you're comfortable sharing.
Mhm.
So, when you went into jail or prison, did you actually commit that crime?
So I was involved in a gang shootout,
Mhm.
and unfortunately, somebody got killed. And there was he say, she say. I was there at the time. I ended up shooting at the time, but it wasn't my gun that caused it. Then I was involved on another case in a drive-by shooting, and the day I got locked up was July 4th, Independence Day. So after that day, I never came back home. So I ended up going to trial and everything for my case.
So, when you went into prison, how was it like knowing that you were gonna go away for a long time? Like, what was your state of mind, state of being, your emotional state? Like, what was going through your mind knowing that you were gonna be locked up?
Before I got locked up, I didn't really think about the consequences until my
Ah,
sister and my mom came to visit and they started crying. So it hit me then, like, oh, I might not never come home again. So it's like at the same time you're stressed and worried and am I gonna come home or not? So
uh-huh.
that's when it hit me.
So it hit you then. Okay. And
Yeah.
then after that, what prison were you locked up in or where did you stay most of the time?
So back then you would go to San Quentin, which was in Marin County. You would go
You
there
were in
and
San Quentin?
yeah, for
Dang.
6 months. It took 6 months. So they go over your file and see like, okay, what prison are we gonna send this guy, girl to wherever. So I end up going to me based on my case and my charges and stuff, being a gang member and gang hits me, they send me to Pelican Bay. So
Okay. So then you went to San Quentin and then after that you went to Pelican Bay.
yes.
What was it like those first 6 months? Because San Quentin, from the stories outside, the stories I hear,
uh
like it's tough, it's hard.
I mean, if someone like the movie, you go in there, people come ask you where you from, but most of the time they'll be like, okay, this is prison. You'll have somebody come to you, which is called the other car. It's like we're mixed, a bunch of Asians, islanders. We all kind of band together as a unit. So
Okay.
You'll go there and they'll introduce you, be like, hey, this guy's here, So
Hmm.
and you'll talk to somebody who's been there for a while, whatever.
Okay. So then after you went to Pelican Bay, how long did you stay there?
I was in Pelican Bay from 2004 to 2009. So I didn't see like my family for like almost so that span. I didn't see them again. Yes.
Oh, they could not visit you, or what was the
It's
reason?
just based on the distance, it was far away. So
Oh, okay.
the prison was far. So when, based on distance and travel distance stuff, like, a lot of people won't come visit whatever because it's too far.
Okay.
But I would call them. You would get phone call once a month if you didn't have a job. So if they didn't answer and that call, then I have to wait another month just to get another phone call. So it was
Mm,
kind of
okay.
stressful.
So you just never knew when you were gonna get a chance to talk to someone.
Yeah. So
Okay. What age did you go in?
I went into prison. Well, I got locked up when I was 18. So I went to the actual prison when I was 22. I turned 22. So,
Okay, so
so
what was the difference? Because you're saying prison and you're saying
yeah. So before you go to prison, you stay in the county jail. You would pre-trial, so you will fight your charges.
okay.
Thieves, they offer you a plea deal or whatever. But I end up on a trial, like a real murder trial. I went to trial.
Okay.
So 12 jurors. I got a hung jury. But, it was up to the DA and, the judge if they wanna retry me again, but they didn't retry me again, so the judge just sentenced me to 25, no life.
25?
Yeah.
For 25 for life, but you served 20?
No, 25, no life, so I got 25 years with no life. So,
What
I
does
end
that
up
mean?
getting out.
I
So
don't understand what that means.
so 25 to life. So let me explain. If the judge sentences you to 25 to life, so we have to sentence 25 years before you're eligible to come home. So 25 years, you have to do 80% of 25% to come home.
Okay.
So you're coming home after 85% of the time.
Okay.
85%, yeah, back then, 85%.
Okay.
So I was fortunate to get a sentence of 25 years without a life sentence behind it. So I was coming home after 85% of 25.
Okay. Okay. Got it. All right. So at what point did you like had a shift or like because I mean 25 is a long time. Okay. Going
Yeah.
away. Like what kept you going every day?
Just my family, like, like, hey, I need to get home. Like my mom, like every time I called my mom, like I
Mhm.
would talk on the phone with her and talk to my dad and stuff like that. But it's always been my mom, like, hey, just keep praying every day. Everybody, like, she's always saying, like, I was like, people come home every day. So you're not the only one that locked up. So, you'll come home. So
Mhm.
you'll be home. So just, it's a matter of time they're going to let you out. So she kept saying that every time we talk. So that kind of like,
I feel it.
sometimes you have to have that.
Yeah. I feel like your mom has been the one that's like kept you
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. She kind of keeps me going. She keep that,
Yeah.
she keep that hope alive. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you're coming home. Don't worry about it. You want to come home. One day you'll come home, just keep praying and have faith. You're going to come home. So they let people out every day. So you're
Yeah.
coming home.
So tell me more about her faith and how she prays because I know you and I are Buddhists or we grew up in the Buddhism culture. Like, what was it and how did she
So,
pray?
so my mom, she will wake up every day. She have a little like an altar place where we give offering and she'll pray in the morning. So she was showing me that when I came home. Like, hey, come pray with me and stuff like that. So that's how I kind of learned how to start praying and stuff. But she will go to the temple every Wednesday. So she makes food for the monks every Wednesday. So she will every Wednesday faithfully. So
Okay. Did that make you pray when you were in prison? Like knowing that she prayed for you every day, did you start like when did you start praying or did you ever pray when you were in prison?
I mean, I would pray when I have my bad days in there, but I didn't really start praying a lot till like probably 2015. So I started praying a lot
Okay.
while in
Was that
prison.
kind of towards the end? Like,
Kind of towards the end when I kind of knew like, okay, my time is getting short and I was coming home. So I was able to come home early. So if they changed the law, so that kind of helped me in 2017.
okay.
So I would still have to do 85%, but They passed a law in 2017. California passed a law like if you go to fire camp and fight fires, they'll cut your time in half, whatever time you had left. So that's how I was able to come home earlier than
What
expected.
what do you mean by go to camp to fight fires with fire? I've never heard
So
that.
certain prisoners wasn't able to go, like prisoners that had violent charges, like murder charges, gang enhancement, and gun violence and stuff like that. We wasn't eligible at the time to go to camp. Those were only for non-violent offenders like burglary, car thefts, people that didn't commit violent crimes.
What is camp? How is it different?
So fire camp, so you're out there fighting wildfires, cal fires and stuff with firefighters.
Oh,
So
okay.
they would train you work habits that you have to wake up every morning, make your bed and stuff. So kind of taught you like discipline to get
Okay.
ready for the real life and work, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So
So how long were you there in fire camp?
so I finally made my way there in August 2020. I finally made it to fire camp. So I was on the waiting list to go. So
Okay. Was it easier in fire camp? Like the living, the lifestyle?
so you're living in a dorm instead of a cell now.
Okay.
So it's a big transition. So I was so used to living in a cell and being placed in a dorm with like probably 20 other people.
Dang,
So
like in one big room, you had
yeah, one big room and
20
share the
people.
same, yeah, you share the same bathrooms, same shower and everything. So
Was the bathroom in I'm sorry, I'm just curious.
no worries.
I'm
I know
curious.
it's no worries.
Was
I
the
understand.
bathroom enclosed or like if you poop in
We have curtains and
yeah?
stuff. So
Okay,
yeah, we have curtains, yeah.
curtains, not doors, or just
Yeah,
curtains.
curtains. So,
Okay,
people kind of respect the privacy. So
okay. But what about in prison? It was just a cell. The cell, how many people were in the cell? Was you and one other or you and multiple?
yeah, it's two-man cell. So you have a two-man cell and you have a single-man cell. A single-man cell is mostly for people that's been getting in trouble a lot and stuff like that.
Mm.
So probably towards the beginning, you kind of so I would get in trouble, kind of sort of. So they will put you there. If you're like a troublemaker, they'll put you in like security housing unit
Okay.
and you just come out by yourself for yard and you're isolated from the rest of the prisoners and stuff like that.
So when you were in the prison for that many years, did you guys end up developing like a group? Because like you told me when you went to San Quentin, like there was a dude that came up and was like, "Hey,
Yes.
anything
So
crew."
yeah. So the Asians consist of Lao, Hmong, Mien, Cambodian, Thai, Vietnamese. So whatever Asians know, Southeast Asians and stuff like
Mhm.
that. You have the Chinese and stuff. Then you have the Islander car, which is the Filipinos, Tongans, Samoans, Hawaiians, etc., and other people like uh Guamanian people and stuff like that. Puerto Ricans, Cubans, and stuff like that. So
So was it like the movies where like people had their crew and then like you guys
yeah.
armed and then fought?
We there's rights and race rights and stuff like that, that happens in prison. Don't get me wrong. But most of the time it's more of respecting. If you show respect, I give respect.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
not like so you're not trying to be the toughest in there. You give respect, you're going to get the respect. Nobody walks around with their chest poke out. Yeah, I'm badass, whatever, right? Not like the movie.
Yeah.
So for those that do come out like, oh yeah, I'm bad, you can't do nothing. Okay, so those are the type of person the prisoners that's been there for long, like inmates that been there longer, they would send them to go do something to
Okay.
see how bad you are.
Mm.
But most
So
of the time, you can mind your business.
so it sounds like there was a lot of respect. You
Mm.
mind your own business, and there really wasn't no fight then. Like people just stuck to themselves.
Yeah. So basically, it's mind your own business.
Like
So
okay.
if there is a racial right, whatever, it all fall on somebody got disrespected or somebody owed money.
Uh,
So and
okay.
somebody's yeah. So
You
that's
said money. So you had money when you were in there? There was
your money will be your commissary, which is food. So your family or friends was put money on your books, kind of like a checking account, like you know,
okay.
put like a checking account. They'll see you check to money orders, put
Okay.
money in your books, so you were able to buy like food in there, like your hygiene item, toothpaste, soap, and stuff like that. So you go store once a month.
So what happens when someone doesn't have family members and how do they buy hygiene? Do they have to go work for it?
So you have jobs and stuff like that or go to school. They'll pay you to go to school and they pay you to work. But
Okay.
for us, as far as the Asian other cars, like if we have we call each other our friend, brother, whatever. We call each other brother in prison. So we're like a brother, treat each other. If they didn't have family, whatever, and if I had some, yeah, hey, you need something, whatever, I'm going to the store. You need some soap, food, whatever, I
Uh-huh.
get it for you. So
Okay.
if I have money, my family friends send me money, and the other guy didn't, hey, I'm going to the store. What you need? I'll buy you some food, whatever type
Okay.
thing you need. So
That
that's how we
sounds
look out
you
for each other.
guys took care of each other in there.
Yeah, that's all we had in there. So,
Oh, okay. I feel
so
like the movies, they lie, like, they make it sound
they make it extra.
um,
So if there was ever incident, whatever, they would come to him and be like, hey, there's an issue with one of your peoples.
um
So I kind of learned prison rules and politics from him.
So was there a lot of Lao people in prison where you were at?
There's at the beginning it wasn't, but whatever a lot of people had, we stuck tight.
Wow.
It could be like four of us,
Okay.
and we stuck to each other.
How
Helping each other.
big was
Hey,
this how big was the facility? Would you say there was, like, more than 500 people or the 1,000 people?
at the beginning, like how prison was in the beginning, they were isolate like buildings. You have to go out by buildings.
Ah, okay.
So the building would probably have like 120 people. And
Okay.
out of that 120 people, you'll probably have like four others, which is Lao, Vietnamese, Cambodian, Thai, whatever,
Mhm.
and four others. And you would go out there on the yard and it'd be like four others. And the rest of the groups be like Mexican, white, black, and stuff like that.
Mm.
So we were the minority back then. But as time progressed, we end up becoming the majority. So it was
Oh,
more Asians and others than white people in prison, which was
okay.
sad. So
Which was sad because you were seeing more of your people, like our
yeah,
people.
coming in,
And
yeah.
it was like,
Yeah. So the roles was reversed. It's crazy.
oh, but are they out now?
A
Or that
lot of people, that I've done time with, a lot of people I still like keep in contact with. A lot of them they are out and they have lives, married, got their lives
okay.
together. So those are the one like I kind of keep in touch with and talk to each other when we're like stressed out or whatever, or when we have life issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just keep in touch and try to see each other whenever we can.
Okay.
So everybody live in different cities, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah. Did you ever meditate when you were? Because I know that I asked you about praying, because as you got closer to getting out, you started praying, but did you ever meditate?
I meditated when they had Buddha class in there, like
Oh, they did?
yeah. So they would have like one of the prisoner would run the class and we would do it, but it was kind of like for us just to meet everybody because we some prisons they don't allow us to meet each other and stuff. So that's how we was able to meet each other at the session. We sign up for the class and stuff, and then we would see each other.
So there was a
So
Buddhism class or a meditation class, and you guys would go to it, and then you would meet other
yeah, we
people.
would and meet other like other Asians and stuff like that, or
Yeah.
friends, whatever that we meet and stuff.
How long were these meditation?
But our class.
Okay.
But
So
the
was
first 50 minutes, we act like we was doing it, but, we wasn't really like Buddhism, but it was our way of just getting to see other people that we can see,
okay. But
and
eventually,
pass
did
the
you
time.
guys eventually meditate, or it was just like
Yeah,
if
we would meditate the first 15 minutes, make you look good, so because the guards would come in like,
oh, okay, they would watch, right? Yeah.
yeah, they were so we have to
Okay.
make it look good.
Yeah.
We have to play it off.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, let me
Yeah,
meditate. But that's really how meditating is anyway, because when I first started meditating, I had a hard time meditating. So
yeah,
my mind would wander off and I would be like, let me find something else to do. And then eventually I did end up meditating.
yeah.
Were there any other classes that you had the opportunity to take while in prison?
I took classes, college courses, correspondence college class. So my first couple of years, I signed up for psychology, sociology, and business. So
Okay.
just to stay busy, because while I was in Pelican Bay, you only come out yourself 15 minutes to shower if you're not working or going to school, and 1 hour for yard if they run yard, if you go to yard. So most of the time you're in a cell. So
When
I
you
had to
to
find some
go to yard,
stability.
is it more like a privilege to go to yard? Is yard outside?
Yard is outside, so the whole building get to go outside, exercise, run
Okay.
around, track and stuff. But you know, most of the time we're in a cell
Okay.
because
So
there's so many riots and stuff.
was a yard more so my question is, was a yard a privilege, meaning you can go once in a while, or like if you behave well, you can go to yard?
So it's kind of like privilege. They kind of take turns. So every we didn't get a chance to go to yard. So if it's your schedule to go that day to yard, the building would go out unless something happened, which was most of the time. A lot of times we would not able to go. They'll call like yard down. I mean, somebody got beat up or something
Okay.
happened. You know? So we look forward to yard
Oh, okay. Okay.
coming out
Cool.
yourself. So
What about food?
food, they'll give us room service. They feed us in a cell.
Nuh-uh.
So based on the higher level you are, so when you're at a level 4, they bring food to your cell, like your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They'll feed you in a
What do
cell.
you mean by higher level? Like higher level as in
So there's levels in prison. Level 4 for like maximum prisoners, like the most violent offenders. Then you have to work your way down. But the
uh
highest will be the SHU, which is a prison within the prison. This called security housing unit.
okay.
Those are for like people that could have influence over inmates and stuff like that to get them to do things, shot callers and stuff like that.
Um,
People that, you know, so
did
like if
you
there's a
ever
team, I was there a couple times,
you
but not
said
like,
you were saying you were up in the highest level?
I
Like
mean,
you
they
got
put me there.
they
Yeah.
put you there 'cause that you had influence?
Based on what happened and stuff on my case.
Oh,
So they would read like, okay, this guy has influence. What happened on this case and a lot of things that happened after, you know, so they kind of like, but they just go based on that. And sometimes people would say things. So hearsay and stuff like that, and they'll take that and they'll put you there too. So
okay.
a lot of,
And eventually you did come back down to another level.
yeah, I actually worked my way to camp, which was the lowest level. So
Oh.
there's no cell, there's freedom. You can wander wherever you want.
So
You
you
could
were
run and leave the prison if you wanted to camp.
so you were at the maximum security level
Yeah.
and worked your way to
Yeah. So I worked my way all the way down to camp to fire camp. So from a level 2, level 4, I worked my way down. So I've been all levels of prison before I came home. I'm not proud of it,
No, I
but
know.
those are
But I
but
mean
those are the steps. That's what happened in prison. You have to work your way down. A lot of people don't want to work their way down because they're so institutionalized
mhm,
and they're kind of afraid to be like, oh, you're going over there, you're hanging out with, you know.
mhm.
They want to keep that image like, oh, I'm on this prison, I'm hard. I say, it's the difference between being hard and being smart.
Right, right. So it sounds like you were smart about it.
I
So
wanted to come home.
yeah, like that was your number one mission was to come home and be with
Yeah,
family and be with mom.
yeah, to come home, but I came home the right way with my morals and values, where I'm not like telling on people or, you
Right,
know, I
right.
came home, I just stayed out of trouble. So it's a difference. Some people will go to lower levels by telling. Some people just stayed out of trouble, like, hey, I'm trying to go home. So
Mhm.
your people would understand, like I said, like people that's been in prison a long time, that's never coming home, they want you to do good. So
Okay. They
they
want you
want
to
you
come
to,
home.
yeah, they want you to come home.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to people right now, just in general, that's like going through the toughest time, knowing that you've been through it
Oh,
and like you
yeah.
hear someone complains a little bit and you're like, man, if they knew.
Yeah. So I get that a lot. I hear that a lot, but I mean, everybody's journey is different.
Right.
But I just like, man, you just gotta keep pushing. You know what I mean? Everybody have their ups and downs.
Mhm.
People go through stuff that we don't know. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So sometimes you have to be kind of have some type of empathy towards them. You know what I mean? Like, man, I've been in that situation before too. I know what you're going through. You know what I mean? But that person might not know what you've been through. You know what I mean? So you're showing them empathy because you've been through that stuff.
Right, right.
So a
Like
lot of time,
yeah.
yeah, and a lot of time they don't know that you've been through what they're going through right now. So sometimes you have to put yourself in somebody's shoes to
Mhm.
be understanding. So that would be my advice: be more understanding of what that person he or she is going through, because you never know. Because you've been through their same situation too, but they don't know that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So you
Yeah.
just have to be positive towards them.
Okay. So I met you on Instagram because I was doing my oracle readings. I was like
Yes.
singing to it. I was doing readings and I don't remember exactly why I did yours, but I remember that I think I was raising money for the
For
temple,
the donation.
right? I was raising money for the temple and I was asking for a donation in exchange for the reading. And then
Mhm.
you messaged me and then you got a reading from me.
Mhm.
Uh, do you remember that experience?
That experience was new. I remember you saying that you seen something with a hammer. Something had to do with a
Oh,
hammer.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
When
I
the
kind
hammer
of
came out,
yeah,
I saw a hammer. When I
yeah,
was doing a reading, I saw a hammer and I was like, "He's fixing things."
yeah. So that kind of caught my attention because I was in the process of wanting Richmond Bill to a pre-apprentice program.
I remember when I did your reading, it was actually really good. I know that you just came out and you told me, like,
Yeah,
"I just got out, like, I'm going through this and that, like, I just wanna know what my future looks like."
yeah,
But remember, your reading was really good. Like, for someone
yeah.
who's just got out of prison, like, you even had a good love life, like, you were actually I remember I was like, "Dang, talking
Yeah, yeah,
Lex." And I was like, "Oh, you got an opportunity coming up," like,
yeah,
you were on the right track. Like,
yeah.
it looks very good. So, let's do that again. We're gonna give you a new reading because 'cause it's been a few years, right? I think has it been 4 years? I don't remember.
Well, January be 4 years, yeah.
4 ye
So
wow.
yeah, be 4 years since I've been out.
So, I gave you a reading 4 years ago, and you
Yeah,
just came out, and, like, I remember you had no money,
yeah,
and you still somehow was able to get $20 to donate to the Lao temple.
yeah.
That was awesome, and then when I found out, I felt so bad because I was like, "Man, I made him, like, donate $20, but he didn't."
It's for a good cause.
But it was for a good cause, but you can see right now, like, where you're at right now. Can you
Yeah,
tell me where you're currently at right now? Because, like, looking through the story of when I first met you to where you're at now, I think
mm,
you're at an amazing, incredible spot. You got a loving family, a really good job,
yeah,
and very good skill sets, and, like, you're taking care of family right now.
yeah. So yeah, I'm doing my best that I can. Like I promised my sister before she passed away, like I would go to trade school and get a job and never go back to prison, and which I did. So
Mhm,
I got my record experience while everything too, while being out. So I'm an HVAC technician, which is kind of a green company. So they're kind of more of the electrical side. Everything's electric. They don't deal with gas.
mhm.
And uh, I am like the assistant lead. So I'm like the number two to my lead.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I kind of train like the new people that comes into the company. They send them to our crew and I train them the basic skills and stuff they need to know to so they can move around and stuff. Yeah, and kind of like the recruiter for my company. So I would go back to Richmond Built and go talk to like the cohorts, the
Mhm.
class that they have one like every 12 weeks. So I would go back and tell them my experience, like, I come to Richmond Build and trade and all the things I went through. Just trying to be positive and trying to show people a different way
Yeah.
from how we grew up from like, people would show us how to gangbang. Well, they
Mhm.
showed me how to gangbang and how to do the bad stuff. But if somebody would have told us how to do the good stuff, what I'm doing now, then, we would have had a different lifestyle and we'd probably be retired right now.
Right. No, it's just
So
we didn't have that back then. So that
we didn't
time,
have guidance back then.
we didn't have any guidance. Our parents didn't speaking in English when
Exactly.
all the Lao people that were refugees that were dropped in the US, they were dropped in the lowest, ghettoest, low income
Exactly.
housing. It
Yeah.
was hood, and we didn't know anything else but gang banging. That's why I
Yeah.
remember
So you're a
my
product of
dad.
your environment.
Yeah, it was an environment. So it was an
Yeah.
environment that grew up in.
Yeah.
We just didn't have the right role models and the right
Yeah.
guidance. But I feel like
Yes.
now you have all of that. Now that you know what you know and what you've gone through, I think you have a really good community and a good group of people and a really
Yeah.
good job. Yeah.
Yeah. I try to like kind of tell a lot of people that still have their one foot in and one foot out. Like I'll be like, it's nothing wrong, you could do what you do, but at the same time, you could go to work, do a 9 to 5 and do what you do at the same time. I'm not, looking down on you. I used to be like that, but
Mhm.
you want better for yourself and a consistent income. Ain't nothing wrong with working
Yeah.
because you want to get a paycheck
Right.
regardless as long as you show up to work. So,
Okay.
you
Let's get into your Oracle reading. Since it's been
know.
4 years since I've done a reading for you, let's do a reading. Are you okay having people see your reading?
Sure.
Okay. What is your first question? What has been on top of your mind, or what would you like to know more about?
I just want to know if my sister, my dad, my brother, are they proud?
Right.
I
Okay.
know they are, but I just want to be like, okay,
You
give
just
me
want to know. Yeah.
confirmation. I want confirmation.
All right. Okay. I know that you asked if they're proud of you, but I have other stuff that's coming up
Hmm.
that's not related to them being proud of you. I know that they are proud of you intuitively. because this meditation card came up, so it's asking me to meditate. But there's other things that came up in this reading that I just kind of want to check in on you. There's a lot of searching. Like, I know you're working on not drinking, but it's just these cards are kind of reminders not to get lost in the lust, lost in the addiction, or lost in like what other people are doing.
Mhm.
This doesn't mean you're out going to the strip club, but it just means be careful to get lured back into the drinking, the club, the partying. That's the message right now. This one is saying you're probably holding your mouth, like you're holding back some things from saying things because there's a lot of you see this, a lot of like, I'm gonna close one eye.
Yeah.
Cause like how you're like, I see what you guys are doing, but I'm not gonna say I'm turning the blind eye.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut my mouth and not say too much. Like I see things I don't like, but
Mhm.
that's what you're doing right now. You're like, I'm gonna stay in my own lane and meditate.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna stay in my own lane. Like I see what's going on. Not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm gonna pretend like I don't see it. It kind of stresses you out. Not it. So it's a little bit hard. There's gonna be people jealous of you. It's gonna be hard work. Okay. So this all came up.
Mhm.
I think it's coming up for a reason because I just want you to kind of see that because there could be people jealous of you. You are working hard and it don't let it get to you because it can stress you out. But
Mm.
just know like you gotta stay in your own zen. And then because you're making your money, you are healing your heart right now, like emotionally. You're
Mhm.
healing right now. Um, this one came up. This one just means anxiety, heart attack, fear, worries. If you've been worrying a lot, I want you to not worry. You're gonna have to start meditating with some more. Does your mom or someone have like a ong or a plait or something?
Yeah.
Like, do you wear it?
I wear it. She
Okay.
used it to me like she picks like which one do I want to wear? Like she'll ask me which one I wear. I have a couple of them.
Okay. Have her pick one for you because see searching, you need to wear one.
Mm.
Or
Start wearing it like every day.
yeah. Wear it every day as a protection, as like a reminder, a guidance. Uh, because her blessing and her own that she has, go wear one. Let her pick it for you, or if you pick it, whatever feels called to you the most, wear it. Because you know how you were mentioning that you were the year of the dog, and like this year is not a really great year for the
Mm.
year of the dog. I'm gonna ask you to go find that right one that resonates with you, that feels when you wear it, you feel safe. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
wear.
I used to wear it a lot too. I stopped recently. I think I
Yeah,
stopped like
you
this
gotta
year.
go. You gotta go back and wear it because
Yeah, I
this
used to wear it like every day, but I just
because that card came up. That came up and it's gonna help protect you
mm,
because you have some stuff going on right now. So you need protection.
yeah.
You're making your money. You're making your money for sure. And then right here, even though you guys are in the family, you guys are still a little bit disconnected. So if you can once in a while do something with the family or
Yeah.
friends, but without the devices, like be
Yeah.
present, be more present with the family. I know we get stuck in our social media, online
Yeah.
videos, but if you can be present, it's the young kids, the youth are going to help energize the older adults and the family in the house. So
Mhm.
if you guys have nieces, nephew, or like the young ones, you're going
Mhm.
to need to get more energy back into the family.
Mhm.
But my biggest takeaway is go wear that on the necklace,
Yeah.
Buddha, and then wear it all the time to protect you.
Mhm.
Are you gonna be traveling anywhere soon? Are you
Yeah.
gonna
Traveling for work next week.
okay, that came out. Okay. But you're making your money,
Yeah.
but you gotta wear that for protection.
Mhm.
Okay.
You should I pick it or just let my mom pick it?
You can have your mom pick it. Your mom's very intuitive. I mean, she's been like whatever you feel most comfortable. If you feel like, I need my mom to pick this one for me, and then ask her why you want it. Say, Mom, I need one that's going to protect me.
Okay.
Because right now, I think you need an energetic protection right now or something to protect.
Yeah.
So you need protection right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I think that was more what the message wanted to come through versus like, are my loved ones proud of me? I think they're proud of you, but then what they want from you is protection.
Mm.
They want you to be protected. They want you to
Yeah.
start praying. They want you to get yourself protected.
Mhm.
So that's the biggest message I'm getting right now. Anxious person dies.
Mm.
Are they proud of him? Can you give us a confirmation? We would like to know. Are they proud of him? Are there any arguments in the household right now?
As far as, I mean,
Not arguments, but like,
disagreements, not arguments, but
yeah, that's what I mean. Like this card came up. It's a disagreement card. I mean, you guys block hands. You guys love each other, but then once in a while you're just like, I don't disagree. I disagree with
yeah.
what like the way you think about things. Does that make
Mhm.
sense? Like you love,
Yeah.
I love my family a lot, but I disagree with them.
Yeah.
I love them, but I disagree with them.
Yeah. It's not just like, as far as like at home, it's more like me, just isolation amongst my relatives, cousin. So that's with me right now.
And that's
Cause I'm on my, whatever path I'm on, like I choose not to drink. So I know our family drink a lot. So I just try to distance myself from stuff like that. So
okay that you do that.
yeah.
Angel spirits and guardians, some confirmation. And where's the help of him? This is victory. You're definitely standing with the flag in victory. So that's a good thing. Angel spirits and guardians are help him. Yeah, you're doing a lot of traveling. This is another deck.
Yeah.
This is a completely separate deck, but traveling card came up.
Which is good.
You're on the right path.
Mhm.
You're doing good. All I want you to be careful on and take note is wearing the necklace with the Buddha
Mhm.
amulet. Go get that. That's important. And then also the health part. I don't know if it's your health or someone else's health, but the health
Yeah.
part came up.
Okay. So that's be like we're dealing with a lot of health issues too within the family. So
Okay.
I probably got to keep an eye on the people. So
Yeah, someone that's why when I seen that health came up.
yeah.
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 What else would you like to know? Job is good.
Financials are good.
You got the king and queen card earlier and you were sitting on top of money.
Mhm.
So your finances are good. Okay. Yeah, I think the family overall in the end will be good. Angel spirits and guides in your last messages. Any last message? Okay, let me get a message with finance and money. Angel spirits and guides. Oh shit.
Yeah. That
All
a good
right.
oh shit or bad oh shit?
Because no, it's what you said. You just say, you just said that after work you come home
Mm.
and then you just focus on you, right?
Yeah.
When you said that,
Yeah.
this card jumped out.
Mm.
Detox your friendship. Meaning you're detoxing like drinking, but you're also detoxing like hanging out with other
Hanging
people
around.
while
Yeah.
you're drinking.
Yeah.
So that's what it's saying is your abundance flow is affected by the people around you. So it's like who you're spending time with. So be discerning about who you spend quality time with and your association and the relationship that you spend with people. So it says choose the people that you are around. So choose people who are generous, kind, supportive.
Yeah.
So detox the friendship.
So I haven't been going out with I've been kind of slowly easing my way from when I come home from prison first time, well, I want to meet and hang out with everybody. Yeah, because I've been with so long. But now that when you kind of sit back and kind of see for what it is, relationship is not the relationship you think it is. People is just taking advantage of you.
Mhm.
of who you are and like, stuff like that. Like, so I kind of see it from afar. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I don't say much.
Yeah, that's just funny because you were saying that like that
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
came up. I was like, oh,
Because I don't say much to people. I keep it in. But until it gets to the point like I've been speaking up a lot like, man, I don't like that. I'm not going out y'all no more. I'm not doing that.
yeah.
So
And then this card came up. You're gonna have to, the Han plot or the
mm, yeah.
shrine that your mom prays to. You're gonna have to pray more to it too. I know that
Yeah.
your mom does a praying, but like once in a
I gotta
while,
do it every morning now.
you,
Like how I used to. I was doing it every morning.
you were doing it every morning.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
okay.
before everybody wakes up, I do it before I go to work. So
So you gotta,
before everybody still sleep.
yeah, get back into that practice. This card came up called deep knowing. It's just right now you're going through like a deep knowing and deep phasing. A, a deep knowing, meaning like you see things at a deeper inner knowing level,
Mhm.
see things at a different perspective. You see
Yeah.
things deeply. Okay. To get through all this, which is exactly what you're doing, you're taking it day by day.
Mhm.
Like this card is called chop wood, meaning you're clearing up the house, you're cleaning the house, you're detoxing things, environments that no longer serve you.
Yeah.
But this is saying take it step by step. So you're doing everything right. Exactly. So I think all these cards just resonate with you guys, with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is true. A lot of that stuff too. Because I've just been like just falling back from everything, just focusing on myself. Because I kind of like put everybody first and I never put myself. So now I'm like, let me put myself first now. And my mental, my spiritual, and my physical. I need all three that align. Because I felt like when I came home, like everything was aligned for me. Like everything. I was fully focused. Because you know how when people say when you come home from prison, you have that glow.
Yeah.
And now that I stopped drinking and could kind of take care of myself, I say I kind of see that glow that I had when I first came home. So it's slowly coming back.
Well, you're getting back that glow again.
Yeah. So
Awesome. Well, thank you for letting me interview you, letting me do an
anytime,
for you. Yes.
anytime, appreciate you for readings and just give me the opportunity just to be on a platform and people hear my journey. So
I
hopefully it
I
inspires other
enjoyed
people.
the story because
Yes.
I was curious. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more inspiring stories like this.